So, hey, everyone. Hey, listen, this is Donald Jenkins again, your Master Purpose Development Coach, CEO of the Purpose Development Institute. And I am extremely excited to have a young lady that have come to the PDI to train. And I've developed such high respect for who she is. But I'm not going to tell you much about her. I'm going to bring her up so that she can kind of introduce herself and basically just communicate to you all, the audience, what this masterclass has done for her. So, Miss Paula, I am delighted to have you on this interview today.
Hi, well, my name is Paula Phelps, and I want to thank Dr. Jenkins for opening this class up. It's really been an eye-opener for me, and to say what it's done for me, it made it better for me to communicate, to have a different conversation with people. And it starts with the action plan. And let me also say this, I'm a single parent for a long time, raised two beautiful kids, and right now I have two beautiful grandchildren.
Awesome.
And I'm just loving life. And I'm a retired educator. And before that, I was in the military for a short while. Did not retire, but it actually opened some doors for me. And I
didn't know you was a veteran. I am one too. What part of what branch were you in?
I was in the Army.
All right. Hoorah.
Ordnance Corps. Yes. So, and with that being said, being a female, we go through a lot in life, but you can do it. In this class, because I'm also new in the ministry, I've always been there, but now I'm actually working in my calling. And it's like when Dr. Jenkins talked about the action plan, you have to have an action plan. Takes me to, and I mentioned that I had surgery. I had hernia surgery. It took a while for me to get there, and I was having reflux issues, the whole shebang. I was having a terrible time, medicine, doctors, the whole 9 yards. And then finally, I was found the right position. I was pointed in the right direction, had the hernia surgery, and within 24 hours, it was like an instant change.
Wow.
So this lesson. So what the hernia surgery did was fix the problem instead of putting a Band-Aid on the solution like the medicine. So this class was like fixing the problem. So we had the class Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, I was sitting at the table with two of my sisters. So we had a breakthrough in that we could sit down and we can talk to each other. And it's just amazing because it just woke me up and say, look, we have problems that we need to address. And we don't just need to look at the symptoms and push things off to the side. We need to fix the problem. And in fixing our problem, we need to change our behavior so that we can make better decisions.
I get it. So what would you tell a woman that, whether she's married or single, because we know that, our women, in every sector of our society, they're hurting, they've been hurt by so many different circumstances and situations. So what would you tell a woman, in regards to creating her action plan to start treating that disease? Because many women do exactly what you said. They put a Band-Aid on it and they continue to live. And I always say that when we do that, we live from a place of weakness. So now we have a solution to help them live from a place of strength. So what would you say to that woman that's struggling in that area?
Regardless of what you're going through, and let me be the first to say, I know it's hard. I know it's tough because I had to raise two children practically on my own. And people will say to you, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. It's a male-dominated world and all these things. Well, you can do whatever it is you want to do. But it starts with the action plan.
And the purpose fit action plan, you had an opportunity to do something that many people never do, and that is get a benchmark on the intuitive growth score.
Okay.
Right? So with that benchmark, that number one adds more value to your action plan. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct, because it tells you where you are. you get your strength, you get your weaknesses, and you know where you need to work. You know,
question. Why is that important? You know, because, you know, a lot of people come out of situations, they just like, okay, I'm just going to go through life, and they never think about benchmarking their intuitive growth. You now understand that. So, you know, to that female out there that's where they are, they've been through this difficult time, you know, just kind of hone in a little bit more on when you saw that score, what was the first thought that came to your mind?
When I first saw my score, I looked at it and I thought, should it be higher? Should it be lower? Was I truly honest? Did I understand all the questions? And then you have to, you know, and you could only mark one answer. And it's like, should I be here? Should I be there? And then you have to decide, I think I'm more here. So you can really be honest when you take it, because there's always room for improvement. Nobody is 100.
Absolutely.
So ever go in thinking that you're 100, because you're not. So
in other words, it made you really check your heart, right? It made you, because a lot of times we come out of situations, we don't really see exactly where we are on our growth potential, but that score really forced you to check your heart in areas that you probably were thinking about. Am I correct?
I couldn't say them all, but yes.
So yes. Would you say that, I mean, we know that this course is for men and women, but just speaking to the women, would you say that every woman needs a purpose-fit action plan? Not just a action plan, but a purpose-fit action plan. Would you say that that's a true statement?
That is a true statement.